do you know what I love? I love How to Train Your Dragon. You know what else I love? Is Trollhunters. So, what would make these franchises better? It's not the way their last movies ended. That won't help. What could it be? What if they were in the same universe? Trollhunters and How to Train Your Dragon in the same universe. It's been talked about. It's been teased about. But let's decide if they're in the same universe or not. Right now, today. Let's get started. But anyways, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about what does Trollhunters have that makes How to Train Your Dragon be in its universe. Now, Trollhunters does now have dragons. They're kind of brought up in Wizards, and now they're talked about in Rise of the Titans as well. Now, Wizards technically isn't Trollhunters, but it's Tales of Arcadia, which is Trollhunters. It's confusing, but not at the same time. So yeah, so Trollhunters does have dragons. Now, does How to Train Your Dragon have trolls? Technically no, but they do talk about trolls. In the first movie, for example, Gobber talks to Stoic about trolls eating socks. Now, trolls and Trollhunters eat socks. It's like their favorite thing ever. Especially now in Enriquez. He really likes socks. But now at first I was like, okay, that's just an Easter egg. And I think it was intended to be an Easter egg from How to Train Your Dragon. That's why the trolls decided to eat socks, is because Trollhunter and How to Train Your Dragon, they talked about eating socks. So we have those points down. So yes, the creatures, the magical creatures in both of the movies or shows, series, can I just call it series? So the magical creatures in both of the series both coexist in each other's worlds. So that is a 1 point for them being in the same universe. What else is a point for the universe? Well, there's so many Easter eggs in Trollhunters of like the animation props. It's insane. Like, I would have to say like maybe 80% of the props is from How to Train Your Dragon. Mostly Race to the Edge, the Netflix original series, which makes sense because Trollhunters is also a Netflix original series. But there's so many props about it. My favorite one is in season 2, Maces and Talents. Maces and Talents is the game that Hiccup and his friends play at the Edge, and it's also brought up in Trollhunters season 2. Blinky, Arg, and Draw are playing it with each other. Now, at first I was like, okay, Easter egg. But is it really? How come we've never seen Jim or Toby play that with each other? Or Toby didn't have that in his room. So what if it was from Troll Market and they brought it from the past, like from How to Train Your Dragon from the past? Because not only did they play it, lots of people played it in How to Train Your Dragon. So if that was like the game in that time period, the trolls have always been around. So they brought it from the past to the present, and that's what they were playing. Because let's just be honest, there's so many other games that you could play in this like time of era. Like, why would you play Maces and Talents if you didn't know what How to Train Your Dragon was? Like, if I was just a regular person who didn't know what How to Train Your Dragon was, I would not play Maces and Talents. But what the heck is this? I would play something like Clue or Life, not Maces and Talents. So Maces and Talents must have came from How to Train Your Dragon's like past world. That makes sense. So like the trolls actually have it from the past. Boom. That's so much worded better. I would say that gets another point for them being the same universe. The negative point would be is in Trollhunters season 1, Toothless is on a wallpaper of Jim's laptop. Now, no matter how cool that is, it does not work for the same universe. Because why would Jim have a wallpaper of this creature dragon thing? He doesn't even know what this Toothless is supposed to be, so that kind of throws it off. But to me, I do find it interesting that DreamWorks chose to do Toothless as the character on the screen. Now, How to Train Your Dragon is probably the most popular franchise of DreamWorks, but there's so many other DreamWorks characters they could have chosen, but they chose Toothless. So I feel like that was kind of like a little neat Easter egg. So yeah. There's gotta be more. We can talk about how both of the endings of the movies that came out last, so How to Train Your Dragon 3 and Rise of the Titans, the endings were terrible. Absolutely terrible. So besides all the Easter eggs of stoic acts or the swords that they use in How to Train Your Dragon Race to the Edge that happen to be in Trollhunters, if we put those aside, I feel like they could be in the same universe. Another thing that they have going for them is it was both made by the same company, DreamWorks. DreamWorks made Trollhunters and they made How to Train Your Dragon. So I feel like that really helps the possibility of them being in the same universe. Also, they both have the most beautiful soundtracks. How to Train Your Dragon and Trollhunters have beautiful soundtracks. I know technically it has nothing to do with them being in the same universe, but it does. It secretly does. You know what I'm saying? It does. So yes. But like, I feel like you just got to agree. If you've seen How to Train Your Dragon and if you've seen Tales of Arcadia, you have to know there's too much like stuff that match up too closely that you'd be like, okay, well they do kind of seem like they're in the same universe. So, I feel like this video is really random, a little scattered, kind of like me in ways. So I feel like if you've seen How to Train Your Dragon or in Trollhunters, like you kind of already know. I kind of see like the references or the clicks. I'm like, okay, well they kind of do seem like they could belong in the same universe. So this video, it's a little random, it's a little scattered, not very organized. I was seriously going to write down a script and everything. I'm like, you know what? I've been thinking about this since I've seen Trollhunters, and I know that they're in the same universe. I'll just have to put in the pieces. But then when I was trying to fill in the pieces on a spot like this, it kind of threw me off. And I recorded this video like 9 times. So I'm sticking with this one. I know what you're saying, like, well, how bad were the other ones? No, I'm sticking with this one. So I wanted to know what you guys think. Do you think Tales of Arcadia and How to Train Your Dragon are in the same universe? Let me know in the comments. But anyways, keep it crispy, stay lively.